Hello and welcome to Getting Candid with me, your girl Helen. You're joining me from Social Roads Bar. Today my guest is known for helping a lot of people, for doing a lot of charity work. He is always campaigning on social media, asking people to contribute for people that are less privileged, people that are unable to do what they need to do, and he is there and people love him for that. They call him Uncle Remmy. Let's chat with Remmy Kangwa on the other side. Welcome back. I mentioned that I'll be chatting with a man, a guy, a youth who is known for his charity works. Remmy Kangwa, how are you?
I'm good, Hellen. How are you?
Good. Everybody's uncle.
Of course. That's the thing. But then I also wonder how this uncle thing started. But
I wanted to know how. Like everybody's just Uncle Remmy, Uncle Remmy.
I mean, I honestly don't remember how it started. But
Yeah.
you know, I just saw people saying uncle, 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 and I couldn't really figure out where they got the concept. And yeah, but I'm okay with it now. I understand. I don't know how it started. I just know that it's there, and yeah, people call me uncle.
And you like it now, eh?
I mean, what can I do?
You know how I know you? Like, there was a time people would just tag me. Like, I used to see you, but you know where you don't pay so much attention? And then people started tagging me. Every time I post something, they're like, oh, next time I want to see you interview Remmy, want to see you interview. And they're tagging you. I'm like, you know what? Let me stalk. That's how I started stalking you, and that's how I followed you on social media.
So if you stalked me, then you know so much about me.
Nah, you know, people don't post so much on social media. Like, basically, what you post, it's either your charity works, your work, or jokes.
Yeah, sure
So
thing,
really,
sure.
I don't think I can know you from that.
And I love comedy, by the way. So
You do, eh?
yeah,
I
if
see.
I'm to attend any show, any social event, and everything,
Yeah.
comedy.
Yeah, so you
yeah,
do it.
yeah.
You watch a lot of stand-up comedy.
Yeah, sure thing. I'm always on phone checking online what's happening, comedian. So
Yeah. Ah, cool. How are you though?
I'm good. I'm alright.
Thanks for making time to come here today.
Ah man, you're welcome. I've been watching you. I've been following this program for a very long time.
Yeah.
I didn't know I'd be here, but eventually things happen. I'm here now, so it's good to be here.
Thanks. I'm glad that you did agree to come through. Now, Remmy, we know you for helping a lot of people. You've helped. You're always asking people, oh, let's help this person. Let's help. And I think that has even grown. Like literally, I think sometimes can be overwhelming for you. How did it start?
I keep forgetting the genesis of certain things, but for me, this is a way of life. I do not look at helping people as something extraordinary that I should explain how it started, because like from the time I was born, from my parents, they taught us to give. We learned to share from there. So it's a normal thing that I do. I just continued on what our parents taught us, and I get surprised when I see people saying, hey, this person likes giving. I'm like, oh, so how do people live then?
Yeah.
So it has just been amplified because of the social media. Because I remember in the year 2020, I started having followers on Facebook. So I said, okay, since I love helping people, maybe let me use then social media for this, because I have numbers. What will I use them for? I'm not interested in. I'm not an artist, maybe to be posting music there or comedy or anything. No, so I said maybe I can use this platform to help so many people now that I have these numbers that I believe. Because if I help people, then I believe that there's another person who helps people out there. So maybe if we can come together, we can help quite a number. So I think it's been in me, but it was amplified by the social media. So yeah.
Nice. Your inbox should be busy.
Of course it is.
How do you handle it? Do you ever sometimes feel like, God, this is too much? And when you like helping, it's frustrating when sometimes you're unable to help people. Do you have weird situations where you're so overwhelmed and you're unable to help everybody?
Yeah, of course. My inbox is flooded with so many messages, but then I select, looking at the situation, and I pick what's urgent and what I feel like. I have my own way of looking at things, but it feels bad when people are asking for help and you can't provide. But I also appreciate people, because you people, everyone, yourself, people behind the camera and the general public, people come through to also help, and that encourages me, because it's not just about me alone. By the way, I would want to make this clear. So it's not just Remmy that helps people, it's
The community.
Remmy Kangwa's people on that social media platform. And then I would also like to mention that, you know, before, I remember in the year 2020 or 2021, somewhere there, when I really posted something that got lots of attention, the former president is one of the people that contributed to that. So I feel like it's just a place where, so Remmy Kangwa is simply a place where people that help people meet and, you know, solve matters together. So yeah, in as much as we have, you know, this overwhelming requests from people, but we always find a way of making sure that at least, you know, we help a number that we can manage to help.
In that, obviously, there are some challenges. I remember one time I'm seeing a story of saying, oh, Remmy eats these people's monies. And
I need to take some water for that.
yeah, I would like to know how that started. And
Yeah.
because it's like every time there's a lot of attention on something, there's somebody always thinking, how are we going to deal with him?
Yeah, and you know, the thing is that people do not know people behind certain things. When people see Remmy Kangwa, they just see this guy that asks for help on behalf of people, or Remmy Kangwa that helps people. They don't know what I do, you know, they don't know the people I know. So I think the first time I got that response from certain people was when we helped a certain boy from Baulen. I wasn't in charge of the case, by the way. It was covered by a TV station. So I'm just one of the people that contributed like any other person. But because I was the only person with lots of numbers on social media, I believe some people thought it's Remmy was, you know, handling this case. But regardless, I trust that the people that were handling the issue were also okay, but on the side of the person who were helping, something was wrong. And you know, most of the times we don't want to publish certain things. You know, the family for the boy said a lot of things about him. So you know, when you see people coming through for someone, you do not want to disturb their blessings. You want people to help them, so that if at all people have certain things that people wouldn't like, you cover them up a little bit, because it's like this boy was used to the streets, and changing him was a little bit difficult. So for me, after helping him, I forgot about him. And then after some months I saw, and you know, surprisingly, the media house that covered that is a very big media house, like Prime TV. They're the ones who published that. So I remember going to them, actually. I went to their offices. This security guard couldn't even allow me to go in, but I fought my way in and tried to ask the guys to say, okay, so cover this story because it's not true. They said he ate, I don't know if it's a 300,000 kwacha. I was like, man, we in Zambia would give someone 300,000 kwacha and you eat and people don't come after you. And that never happened. If anything, I spent my own money on the boy. Like I gave him 5,000 kwacha. It should be between 4,000 5,000 kwacha. I gave him and that was it. Nobody gave me money that, no, this is a 300,000 kwacha. Go and do this for the boy. No, it never happened. Yeah, so it was quite disappointing. Of course, I know that wasn't true, but to some people, there are people who are always looking forward to something that is negative. I believe some people believe, but that is none of my business. It never happened, so I'm good. If my spirit is clear, then we are good.
Did you ever think in that moment to say, maybe I should stop this?
No, when that happened, actually, my mother was at my place. She came to visit. So I told her, I was like, hey, Mom, I'm training that I've eaten someone's money. Maybe I shared with you. And then she was like, that's not how I know you, so I'm not scared, I'm not worried. So I think I'm so closer to my mother so much. And she knows me and I know myself. It's hard. If you really want to pin me for anything, do not use theft as a reason. It can't work. I've never done that before. And of course, there are also some social media guys that would just wake up and say, hey, I saw some people saying, no, Remmy gets money for people and everything. But that is not true. It's just a situation where maybe people have no reason to say bad things about you, so they want to use something. And the problem is that there are people that live for such kind of things, like that's their way of life. So, and they always find a way to make things look so, true. It's unfortunate, but anyway, such is life. We keep
it
moving.
happens.
Yeah.
What has been your most satisfying charity work? Like maybe somebody you helped and it really touched your soul and you were happy that we did this. Do you have maybe one particular one?
No. But I think the feeling is different when I post something on social media and when I don't. So most of the times when you see me posting something on Facebook, like I'm only 90% involved or maybe 70%. It's not like I'm 100% because when I do things, I don't.
You don't post
On Facebook.
Okay.
So like the feeling is always different because people think Remy is a guy that when he gives something, like it goes to social media. But most of the times when I do things, I do not want them to go to social media. But then social media is just a way, like a platform where, you can easily help a number of people and people come together and everything. So I think every problem that people report, every help that people request for is different and unique. So you're always happy when you see people getting what they're asking for, when the public responds. And I think the most satisfying thing in this whole thing is when people trust you. It's different, man.
That's true.
Because there's so many people that are not trusted out there, and when people decide to trust you, that alone is more than the actual thing they do. You get. So I think all the issues that I've been involved in, they are good, they're different, and they like just seeing people getting what they want makes me happy.
Nice. Talking about family, I love your relationship with your parents and your sister. How's your sister?
She's okay.
Are you spoiling her enough?
I have like 3 sisters.
Yeah. Oh,
I have 3
okay.
sisters, and I love them all. But then that particular one you're talking about, I know her.
Yes.
She's the last born.
That's
so that's why she.
That's why.
she always wants this attention for no reason, and she will tell you things, and then you're like, okay, fine. Now sometimes she will ask me, post me on Facebook. God, now this one is a problem. Yeah, so she's good.
Yeah.
I love my family so much.
I know you love family, and I just want to say I really envied when you took your parents to Livingstone. That was beautiful.
Oh man!
But you made them zip line, man. My
that
parents,
is
my
like one
never.
of my lifetime dreams.
Yeah.
But I never saw it coming this early, to be honest with you, because my father was last in Lusaka in 1995.
What?
Yeah. So he's been in the village. So when I came here in 2017, because I came to Lusaka in 2017 from the village.
From the village. Which village is that?
People like somewhere in Mpika. There's some place called Kanchibia, that's where I come from. So when I came to Lusaka, I said, I'm going to work hard until one day I make these people proud.
Yeah.
So Dad doesn't like moving, traveling, or maybe going to different places, visiting people, going to town and everything. No, he doesn't like that. But mom visits me almost after 3 months, she will come through. But Dad, even getting him here, up to this day, I don't believe I managed. So when I told him, say, hey guys, now look, you are growing old now, and there are just certain things that I want to do for you. So can you just give me that privilege of doing this for you?
Yeah.
Now Dad sees what I do every time I'm doing an interview. Like he would, they requested me to buy them a TV because they wanted to be watching me whenever I'm doing interviews, I'm doing awards and everything. So they would ask me, okay, so now what's there? I said, no, I'll be on TV tomorrow. They'll be watching me, and they would even gather, like they would call people. So this is Remy.
That's nice.
So I told them, say, you know what, you are growing, so I want you to experience certain things. And Dad agreed. That since he sees what I do, he said, I'm okay coming to you. I said, no, thank you so much. So when they came through, I couldn't believe until the day we were at the airport.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, so this is happening. And it was surely something that I'm also I'm proud of myself for doing that, because I always wished for such kind of a thing, and I'm glad it's happening.
You're blessed, man. Like if you can make your parents that happy, they say they are our gods here on earth. So if we can do as much as we can to just make those people happy, that's beautiful. I really love that. But how did your mother react to the zip line? Because
first of all, we experienced some turbulences when going to Livingstone, and my mother was holding me like, and then I told her, say, this is what we go through. When you see me telling that I'm going to Dubai, this is what we go through sometimes. So you understand that she was like, how can she be shupa? Cash coffee and parody kula sakama na at every point. Yeah. But then on the zip line, she closed her eyes, including that. And she was like, no, we are dying. I was like, no. But then, surprisingly, she was telling me that, no, since we are the two of us, even if we die, it's not a problem. Since I'll die with you. I'm telling you. I have that in the record. I was recording when we were doing that. Like, if we die here, we are dying the two of us. So no problem. The rest of the children, people take care of them. Mom, really. Yeah, so it was a good experience, and I'm glad they, even when I was scared to take them to some places, they encouraged me that I want to experience the same thing. It's like, oh, interesting.
That's nice. Yeah. That is beautiful. I'm sure they went back satisfied, and
I'm sure I could hear my stories. Yeah, but it's good.
I think every child wants to do something like that for their parents, And
so but I wouldn't want anyone out there to feel bad if they haven't done what I did, because we help people differently, and we do things for parents differently. You are not supposed to take your parents to Livingstone to make them proud. There are people that have taken people to Dubai, their parents to Dubai, but because maybe they are not as known as I am, we didn't know about their stories. So there are quite a number of people that are doing different things to make their parents happy. So big shout out to you guys. Please keep making your parents proud. You're not supposed to be Remy or take them to Livingstone or booking them a flight or something. Even a simple thing, take them out to some place, East Park, and they'll be happy with that.
Yeah, that's true. I'm just trying to read your mind. You grew up in the village, educated in the village.
Yes.
When did you have this mindset to say, I will not, because there are people that are like, okay, I'm in the village, I can't make it in Lusaka, and they got a queen. What encouraged you to say, if I go to Lusaka, when I move from this village, I'm going to do my best and make sure that I do better than, how I grew up?
Yes, so I think remembering where you come from is very important. I've always wanted to make my parents proud. Even the time I was young, I left home when I was 14, by the way, because I was in a community school from grade 1 to grade 6.
Okay.
So when it was time to write grade 7, at the school where I was, we didn't have examination center. There's a number they give, center number, for you to write grade 7. So I left my parents' place. I told them, I lied to them that I've discussed with a certain teacher who was at a nearby school that I'll be staying with him. But in the actual sense, I did not agree on him to say I'll be staying at his place. So I just got a box, packed my clothes, and went to the nearest school. I moved from my parents' place because it was a bit far.
Oh, yeah.
So
where were you staying?
In the kitchen, but of course, in the village, people are quite good. They know how to support each other. So this teacher observed I really wanted to be in school. So they said, no, you'll be sleeping. Could spare. Have you ever stayed in the village? Like every house has what we call say spare bedroom.
Yeah.
Spare bedroom here.
Yeah.
Could I eat at spare? So I said, can I go spare?
Yeah.
So that's why I was staying with a certain teacher. Then wrote my grade 7. I went to basic school in the village still. So when I went to basic school, I was a boarder. There's what we call, so like you go boarding, you move from your place. Yeah, so I was renting a house there, and grade 9, wrote grade 9, went to a different school. So I changed the schools because like staying with, in some places was not safe for me. I was young, and then I was staying alone most of the times.
Yeah.
So I used to move, changing schools. I went from that basic school, I went to Chitulika, the home of the former president.
Where is that? Eastern Province?
No.
Where?
Muchinga Province in Impika, Chitulika Secondary School.
Okay.
Where Michael Chilufya Sata came from. Yeah, it comes from there. So I went there. I did my grade 10, 11 there. Grade 12, I was in Nakonde. So you can see the way I changed
You've been
schools.
everywhere.
Nakonde, went back to Mpika to do teaching. So that's where I did my college. I was in Mpika. Now, when I was in school, I loved the music so much. I would tell you that I was making beats in the school, you know, making people
Yeah. Okay.
And I'll tell you a story of how I became your follower, because you interviewed one artist that one day I stood within the same studio.
Really? Who's that?
Trying to record Muzo.
Oh, really?
Exactly. So, in my second year in college, I started thinking different because I knew that very soon I'll leave the school, so I need to be more responsible.
Where were you?
In
college.
Mpika.
College. Mpika?
As at Trinity Zambian College of Education. Yes, it was in Mpika.
Okay.
So now it's Tazara training school, so they were renting that place. So I said I need to start thinking differently. So, and I told myself that when I graduate, I'm going to go to Lusaka, because there's something that I really wanted to become. I wanted to make my parents proud. I have a dream of building a school I come from, because that school is no longer there. That's community school I was at. It's no longer there. So I told myself that I'll make sure that I work hard in my life and come back to my place and just do something, because I didn't know that the government is supposed to build schools, because I never had that privilege of, I thought a community school, its parents used to pay teachers. So I thought it's a responsibility of citizens to build schools and to pay teachers. I didn't know it's the government responsibility. So I kept telling myself that I'll work so hard until I come back here and make sure that these people, they stop paying teachers, I'll be paying them. So I had that thing. We were like 400 pupils when we started school.
At the community school?
Yes, because everyone was coming in that community school and the place was big, like 400. I can count, if there are people who finish schools, we are not more than 5. And I'm among those 5 that finish schools. So it's I just wanted to be this person that would go back and do something. I always wanted to make my community proud, and of course, and in the village everyone knows you. So even when I was going to school, people would be like, you understand? And I was like, okay, people love me in this community because where I come from, people know me. Like where I come from, everyone knows me. They ask about me, but some of them, they don't know that I'm out there, and you know, but when they call, I want some grade 3. I was like, we know. At Tulakumona TV, such kind of a thing, because it's a village. Yeah. So I think I have a dream that one day I'll make my community proud.
That's nice. That's nice. You started teaching. Have you ever worked as a teacher?
No, I did attachments, of course, but not.
That was it.
Yeah, that was it.
How did you become an influencer?
I came to Lusaka, learned Facebook, people started following me, so yeah.
And that's how it is. You have done so much as an influencer. You have traveled, as an influencer. You went to Japan. How did you, I remember there's a post that you made, it really made a lot of sense. You were talking about how influencers need to value themselves, and how that, I think, was like every influencer who read that had something to learn from that post. How did you brand yourself to say, I'm going to be respected in this manner, whereby a company will even trust me to work with them, because you are marketing director, to even trust me to be the marketing director and trust me to go in these big meetings in other countries and sell their brand. How do you think you positioned yourself in that manner to get to where you are?
I think it's very simple, but my observation is that many influencers want fast and small money. I've seen so many people on Facebook charging people 250 kwacha to have something posted on their Facebook page. No, I charge 50 kwacha, I charge 100 kwacha. So many of them, even people that have so many followers on Facebook. And then when we want to look, there's so many people that ask for it from me, but I can never allow anybody to touch my phone and respond to people, because I have a way I respond to people. If I'm to trust someone, I have to teach them my ways. So you have 300 followers on Facebook. You want someone who doesn't carry your vision to be responding to messages. Now, this is what happened. You are talking about me being a marketing director for a company, for Skyline Car Dealers. The person who had that vision inboxed me 3 years ago, and someone, because I entrusted someone to respond to messages, chatted this person to say, if you want to be using Remmy, you'll be paying 4,000 kwacha every month. Now, that wasn't me, because because I do not believe in those things. Me, I believe in creating opportunities for myself, even if I'm an influencer. So I don't want someone to come with a company and say, we're going. If you have a company already out there and you want to work with me, we need to meet somewhere. I believe in partnerships more than just giving me some money and then I go home. So when someone presents an opportunity to me, I'll think about it and I want to find a way of, getting into it such that I benefit, and even people where I come from, somewhere, and the people that have made me, and these are people that I need, are supposed to benefit. There's no company that I've worked with that I've never discussed it that poor people or the need are supposed to be considered in whatever that we do together. So I told this gentleman, I said, you know what, let's grow this together. You know what I mean? Because I'm going to be part of it. What kind of an influencer are you going to be if you died today? You have no company to even buy you a coffin because you like trading monthly. Give me 4,000 kwacha. When you die, they can't even give you that 4,000 kwacha. So I think it's about the things that I do with these companies. I always want to see the companies grow. I don't put money first. I put the growth of the company first before anything. So companies get to value me, because if you are invited to have a meeting with a company, you tell them you'll be paying me 10,000 kwacha every month, and I'll tell them I don't need money, but we are going to work together. When the company grows, this is what we are going to do. Who are they going to pick? Because they are, because in Zambia there are few companies that even know of, using influencers. So people want the same thing that we want as influencers. We want money. The owners of companies want growth. So if you want to be in good books with people, put them first. So put the company first. Understand what they want. Most of them will tell you we don't have that amount of money, because hiring an influencer is very expensive. Especially if you're an organized influencer, it's very expensive. So they will tell you we don't have money, but if we can grow together, then we can spend this money on you. So I would rather go for the issue of growing together with the company. I see the company grow. You are talking about the company. If I left a company today, there should be an impact that, okay, so this guy did A, B, C, D. So I believe in growing together the companies, and I'm not interested in the issue of 2,000 kwacha, and you just give me that 2,000 kwacha, I buy a wheelchair and give someone in need, you understand? But I want a company that if I died today, my family will benefit from it. I want to create that relationship with them. So I've moved to quite a number of countries, quite a number of them. I was checking, I've traveled to over 9 countries. Wow. And I've never bought a ticket using my own money. You get? Yeah. So I think it's because of how I work with people. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So money is second to the main thing.
That's nice. Mm-hmm. Uncle Remmy, we're coming to the end of our interview, but maybe the ladies want to know, are you dating? Why are you looking at me like that? Like, why are you asking me that?
Where did you interview Mozo from?
No. It's not necessary.
I also don't want to trend here.
It's not necessary.
Okay, so now the issue of dating.
Yeah.
Okay, so the issue of I don't see myself talking about my personal life anywhere in my lifetime. I don't like social media on certain things. Yeah, so I would want to keep that private.
Whether you're dating or not?
Yeah, you know, dating consists of 2 people, myself and another person. Yeah. Okay, what if the other person is not interested in social media? And
no, you're not going to say the name. I just wanted to know yes or no, that's all.
I'm also not interested in telling you, so that I'm not going to tell you. That one is private. We can talk about my family, you know what I mean? But when it comes to that, I pray that nobody will get to know that side of me until I don't know.
Till you get married?
Even when I get married.
Yeah?
I know. I'll make sure that if you guys with cameras will come there, you just take pictures of yourselves.
We'll get the wedding.
No problem, no camera.
We'll get
I'll do it the Pompey way.
The Pompey way. Oh, that was nice. That was smooth.
Exactly. That's my wish, honestly. Man, I am going to shout a girlfriend. That one I'm not going to discuss it.
All right, Remmy, thank you so much for coming on the show, and we appreciate all the work that you're doing. Yeah.
Please donate wheelchairs.
You need
I
wheelchairs.
need wheelchairs. I need. People are struggling. Now let me just tell you this.
Yeah.
And do not edit this part of this. I want
Yeah.
when I go to YouTube the day you upload it.
Yeah. You
I
want to see this part. Okay.
Getting Candid
Yeah.
with
Hellen.
Hellen.
Yeah.
You guys should have a segment where you advertise people in need. In every conversation you have with people here,
Yeah.
they should either yourselves or the person you are interviewing should leave something for the less privileged so that you go and give us Get Candid with Hellen.
No, I like that.
If you cut this part of the script, you're going to delete the whole thing.
No, but there's no need to cut it. I think it's okay.
Yes,
There's no
let's
need
do
to
that,
edit.
guys.
There's
Let's make
There's
this.
no. I mean, it's satisfying when you help somebody who is not paying you for anything, who is not paying you back. That is very, very satisfying, and I do enjoy doing that.
By force, by fire. You
Yeah.
come here, you tell people that I'm a rich man. I see so many people that come on your show and showing up they have ABCD. Let them get some of it and give to
You
the
have
less
heard,
privileged.
guys. You have heard when
Yeah.
you come on this show. Uncle Remy.
Vashitafe bossed it. Vashitafe kono mutu sapa the go school.
No, I think everybody has heard.
Yeah.
We have heard. People have heard. So we're introducing a new segment as of today.
Otherwise, I'm happy to be here.
Yeah.
You are a professional platform. I like that about you, and keep doing what you do.
Thank you. Thank you so much for coming, and keep what you're doing. It's inspiring because, the thing is, there were some people probably who followed you and they were not really into this giving thing, and they're like, oh, this, because also it shows, like you said, people trust you. So when people say he's genuine, because there are people that will come and say, let's donate the money, you don't even know where the money has gone, but they see the results of your work, and that's encouraging for them to help. So keep it up.
Thanks a lot. Maybe it's because I work and make my own money. Many people don't know that.
No, but I think they do know that you work.
They
No,
do know,
I
right?
don't. I
But
think
do they know that I have money or they don't?
He's telling us that he has money. Mr. Donate small account to me.
Let's end this conversation now. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Really enjoyed chatting with you.
Thanks
This
a
has
lot.
been your girl Hellen, and joining me from Social Roads Back. I was chatting with Remy. I hope you enjoyed this. Keep subscribing to the channel. Bye bye.